When you are first getting into Digimon virtual pets, a lot of terms and information get thrown around that may be unfamiliar to you. I get asked a good number of questions from new tamers, and even some from people that have been raising V-Pets for a while. So today, I'm taking a minute to answer the top 10 questions that I've seen asked. What counts as a care mistake? On modern devices, a care mistake only occurs if the call light turns on and then turns off without the tamer taking care of the Digimon's need. The call light will only come on if the Digimon's hunger or strength deplete, or if your Digimon is ready to go to sleep. For example, if the hunger heart's empty and you do not feed the Digimon within 10 minutes, the call light will turn off, giving you a care mistake. If hunger and strength deplete at the same time, you will have 2 care mistakes when the call light goes out. For sleep, you have 10 minutes to react for the Digital Monster version 20th, while you have 30 minutes on the Digimon Pendulum version 20th and the Digital Monster X. Hunger and strength calls last for 10 minutes on all 3 series. How can I win more battles? Battles have 2 main influences, power and attribute. Each Digimon has a base power, which you can check at digitamahatchery.com. On the Digital Monster version 20th and the Digimon Pendulum version 20th, this power is increased by 4 for every strength heart your Digimon has, for a maximum of 16 additional power. On the Digital Monster X, you only get a strength bonus if you are at maximum strength, and that bonus is 16 on the DMX1 and 15 on the DMX2 or 3. You can also increase power by leveling up on the DMX. The higher your power compared to your opponent, the more likely you are to win. If you have an attribute advantage, you effectively have an additional 16 points of power, though this is an estimate based on trial and error and may not be the exact value. Attribute advantage works like this. Vaccine is stronger than virus, virus is stronger than data, and data is stronger than vaccine. Digimon with an attribute of free have no advantages nor disadvantages. On the Digital Monster X, you will also get more HP and stronger attacks as you level up. What types of battles count for evolution? If an evolution requirement states that battles are needed to evolve, you can use absolutely any type of battle to fulfill that requirement. This means tag battles, single battles, Coliseum battles, and connection battles all work just fine. You can even just start the Coliseum over and over again so that you are fighting the weakest possible Digimon to fulfill the requirements. How long will my Digimon live? Digimon do not die from old age. They die from obtaining a certain number of care mistakes, injuries, or sicknesses. By default, that number is 20 times for each. Those numbers reset upon evolution. So if your Digimon got sick 19 times as an adult, and it evolves into perfect, it can get sick 20 more times before it dies. On devices where injuries and sicknesses are separate afflictions, they use different pools, so it will take 20 sicknesses or 20 injuries to die. You can have 19 sicknesses and 19 injuries and be just fine. Once your Digimon has been in its current form for long enough, which is usually 48 hours, it will become needier and its hearts will deplete faster, making it more susceptible to care mistakes. At this point, it will only take 5 care mistakes for it to die. Note that if your Digimon is dying, and you do not want it to, you can save it by shaking it 100 times on the Digimon Pendulum version 20th, or by pressing the A or B button 100 times on the Digital Monster X. You cannot save a dying Digimon on the Digital Monster version 20th. If you can manage to avoid care mistakes, sicknesses, and injuries, your Digimon can potentially live forever. What's the fastest way to kill a Digimon? If you're asking this question, you are a monster. If you do want to kill your Digimon quickly, there are different methods depending on which device you are using. On the Digital Monster version 20th, feed your Digimon pills until it reaches 99 GB, and put it into a battle that it is likely to lose. After each battle, fill it back up to 99 gigs. Every time it loses, it will get an injury. After 20 injuries, it will die. On the Digimon Pendulum version 20th and the Digital Monster X, your Digimon will get sick as soon as it reaches 99 GB, so you can heal it, train it to reduce its weight, and then fill it back up to 99 gigs to get another sickness. 20 sicknesses and it will die. An alternate method on all 3 versions is to get them sick or injured and to leave them in that state for 6 hours. They must be awake for all 6 hours, otherwise it will not work. Does my progress save if I reset or change batteries? Yep. Modern devices save pretty frequently, at least once an hour, but probably even more often than that. When you hit the reset button or pop in a fresh battery, you will be given the option to save or load. If you load, everything will be just like you left it, though your Digimon will have empty hearts. Any care mistakes, trainings, or battles that it did will still be saved. Note that before changing batteries, you should always hit the reset button first, and you should hit it again after inserting the new battery. This will help protect your save file from corruption. Also note that if you choose the reset option instead of load when starting a device up, all data will be wiped, including your album and all your unlocked content. All of the previous tips will likely apply to the upcoming Digimon Pendulum Z as well. We don't know all of the details yet, but it will probably be similar to the Digimon Pendulum version 20th when it comes to these mechanics. The following tips will apply only to specific devices. How do I overfeed? To overfeed, give a Digimon food until it refuses to eat anymore. Digimon on the Digital Monster version 20th will eat far more food than their hearts indicate, so you will have to give it quite a bit of food. Once a Digimon is overfed, it will take longer than normal for its hunger hearts to drop, so keep that in mind when you need to get multiple overfeeds for an evolution, since you will have a limited amount of time to do so. Overfeeding only affects evolutions on the DM20 for child Digimon that have 3 or more care mistakes. What do I need for Jogressing? For the Digital Monster version 20th, Jogressing can be achieved by using 2 compatible Digimon in 5 tag battles. These can either be 2 Digimon you are raising, or you can use 1 Digimon you are raising and 1 Copymon. On the Digimon Pendulum version 20th, in order for a Digimon to Jogress, it must first have a circle next to the Jogress indicator in its stats, and it must be at full DP. The Jogress option can be found in the connection menu, where you can either choose to Jogress Digimon that are on your device, or Jogress with a Digimon on another device. Once again, Copymon can be used for single device Jogresses. When choosing Digimon on your device, the first Digimon you choose is the source, and the second is the material. The source determines what the possible outcomes are, and the material determines which of those possible outcomes it will be. Most adult Digimon on the Pen 20 can Jogress with any other adult. Most perfect Digimon can Jogress with other perfect Digimon of the same attribute, and most Jogressable ultimates require a specific Digimon to Jogress with, but there are exceptions to all of these. If a Digimon has an extra Jogress, it cannot be used as a source nor as a material. You can use digitamahatchery.com to determine which Digimon can Jogress and what their specific Jogress possibilities are. Which Digimon count for beating Stage 6 Digimon in Quest Mode? Digimon have 6 main evolution stages, numbered 1 through 6 in Roman numerals. Each of these stages has common names, such as Adult for Stage 4, but these common names are different between the Japanese and English translations, which can lead to confusion. Stage 6 is referred to as Ultimate in Japanese and Mega in English, but Ultimate in English refers to Stage 5, which is Perfect in Japanese. When it comes to the Digital Monster X, it just uses the Roman numerals, which puts any confusion to rest. So for the question at hand, any Digimon that is considered Ultimate in Japanese or Mega in English will work, but it must be fought in Quest Mode. Connection battles will not work. Super Ultimate or Ultra Digimon will also work, since they are still technically Stage 6 and are referred to as Stage 6 Plus on the DMX. How do I get the special random encounter? Random encounters on the DMX are determined by your daily Zai roll. Normally you will get random gifts or a battle with your device's resident Trashmon when a random encounter occurs, but if you rolled a 6 or 7 for the day, you have a chance to encounter an unlockable Digimon. When you win that battle, you will be able to evolve into that Digimon in the future. Random encounters seem to occur most commonly in the morning, between 7 and 8, right after the Digimon wakes up, but they can happen at other times as well. The daily Zai roll will also be re-rolled when your Digimon wakes up if the clock changed from 23:59 to midnight while your Digimon is unfrozen. Knowing these 2 facts, you can increase the likelihood of getting the special encounter by changing the clock to 23:59 and waiting 1 minute. Then change the clock to 6:59 and wait another minute. Your Digimon will wake up and the daily Zai will occur. Do this until you get a 6 or a 7. Once you have the right roll, wait an hour with the sound on to see if you get the encounter. If you don't, change the time back to 6:59 and wait another hour. Repeat until you get the encounter. And now a final bonus question: how do I get rid of Copymon on the Pen 20? You can either Jogress them or replace them. You cannot simply get rid of them. Sorry. Hopefully these answers are helpful for newcomers and maybe for a few veterans as well. These are the most common ones I've encountered for sure, but what questions do you have about raising Digimon? Let me know in the comments below, and if I get enough, I might make another video with more answers. At the very least, I do read all my comments, so I will make sure to answer any questions that you do throw down there. That's all for now. I'll talk to you all next time.